Hi guys, it's Aaliyah. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to share a fun project that I just finished making. I used a kit from Antique Papery called Seashore. And I know that summer's over, but I had actually purchased this a little while back and forgot that I had it. And I kind of wanted to hold on to summer just a little longer, so I decided to make a journal with it. This is different because it is called Seashore. All the images are like summertime seashore type things, but it's very like shabby vintage, and you'll see what I mean. Actually, you could probably see what I mean by just this front cover. This is one of the pages I shrunk down. You see what I mean? Like, you see the lobsters there. There's two of them. It says summer days, but it's just real grungy and vintage, which I love. So the cover, it's covered in fabric, but it is a soft cover. On the front, I have a piece of vintage doily that I had cut up, and you'll actually see bits and pieces of it through the journal. But then I use this piece here to go behind this page, just to give it a little bit, you know, something cool looking. Am I in frame? I think I am. Hopefully I am. So on the inside, this paper here is actually from one of my paper pads that I had, but I thought it went really well with the kit. So I used this to do the inside, and then I left this blank if you wanted to write something here or put a picture, but I did add the This Book Belongs To that I got from, I believe this came from TLC Creates Vintage, pretty sure. So here's the first page. Up on top it says Friends. And like, it has the fish here, it has like the seaweed, but it's just so, the colors are just so beautifully muted and so like vintagey looking, which I love. And then the funny thing is, the back side I used is a background page from Amy Joy Studios, and I forget which kit I pulled it out of. I think it was actually the Hawaii kit, but it's really cool because, let me just show you. I mean, obviously these aren't the same pages, but the back side, one side is like this, it looks like vintage ledger paper, and then the other side is coffee dyed paper. So that's what I used to back all the pages. I'm trying to think. Oh, I didn't tell you. Actually, the journal measures 5 3/4 by 8.5, and I believe there was 112 pages. So let's go back inside. So here we have a little flip, and I use this. This is all, like I said, the vintage doily that I cut up, because it kind of reminded me of like fisherman's nets or something. I don't know if that, let me just hold it up closer. Does it sort of remind you of like, I don't, it reminded me of like fishing net. But this is a little flip up here. And then for the ephemera, the kit comes with tags, like this size tags. But of course, you know me, I do like to make my own ephemera with the pages as well. So all the rest of the ephemera that's not tags these are all pages that I shrunk down and I turned into journaling cards. And then I sewed some more, I'm going to just call it a little netting, because that's what I wanted it to look like on top there. And then all the tabs are this crocheted lace. It comes from a huge, I don't know if it was like a blanket or a tablecloth or something, but it all had like the square pattern. So I cut out a bunch of squares, and that's what I use as like the different tabs on the pages. So this is some of the graph paper that I got last weekend at the estate sale. We have some typewriting paper, which I love the crinkle. The vintage typewriter lesson book, and this is from the 50s. We have some regular ledger paper. Here's a back side with a little tab down on the bottom. Look at this one here. It says Seashore. Here's Mr. Crab down there. Some more typewriting paper. Here in the back, you know, I have the little journaling cards that I made, and then these are the tags that come with the kit. And I just want to make sure that, just tuck that down inside. There we go. Okay, and ran some crocheted lace here, and it flips up and it flips down for some extra journaling. Some beautiful coffee dyed paper. Here's the pelican with a little seashell and the starfish down there. Another little tab. And it's really cool with this typewriter lesson book. It has the person's notes inside, and I wanted to use those pages because it just gives it a more authentic look. So back in the 50s, somebody was, you know, learning how to type with this book and taking notes. So here's another little flip down, and this is a little ruffly lace that I added, and then some journaling cards that I made. Typewriting paper, here's some background paper, beautiful starfish there. Look at this one here, it has a crown, it has the clock face, says farewell, the clamshells all over here. So I think this would be like a perfect book if you bought it now to kind of throw in all your summer memories. So obviously summer's finished, you know, it's fall now, but I'm sure we have pictures or funny stories or something. So that's what I thought it would be good just to add into here. So we have another card there. Here I used one of the pages, shrunk it down, and just turned it into a little journaling spot. And then again, 2 tags from the kit. Another little tab there. Got that up there. One thing I do like about this background page is because it has lines on it, perfect for journaling. So here's the middle of the signature, and normally I have a reason why I chose the middle page for, you know, for whatever reason. This one, I just chose it because I liked it. There was no rhyme, like, you know, no rhyme or reason behind it. I just liked the layout. I like the flowers here. We have the crab. We have the little starfish here, the little shell, seaweed. It just, I don't know, spoke to me and said it wanted to be the middle. No, I'm just joking, but I just kind of liked it to be the middle there. Here again, same things. We have a journaling card that I made. Here's a little journaling spot. And then again, 2 tags. So that is there. Some more typewriting paper. So as you can see, I left plenty of journaling space in this just because if you want to throw in your memories, you know, you're writing, you want lots of space because, you know, summer's past and now the weather's obviously turning. And it's just nice to kind of journal about what you did over the summer. And I mean, you don't have to. You can journal about whatever you want, but my thought processes was that. Here again, look at all the notes the person wrote. I just love it. Another little tab up there. Here's some fish here. And then the seaweed down here. And again, I made that journaling card with a little lace, or like the netting. I think I said I was going to call it the netting. And also down there, some extra pieces. It's funny all the stuff that sometimes gets stuck in your book after you've trimmed down things and you think you're brushing it aside, but it actually stays in the book. Here again, somebody had put their notes when they were learning. Summer days. So this is the same one that's in the front. This is on cardstock, obviously. Here we have another beautiful journaling card, and then again this flips up and flips down. This is a real pretty one too. Another tab on the bottom here. And then this one, I just put in upside down just because it had the little netting there. But there it is. And then I just put it in just like that. And, you know, it does stick out a little bit, but that's okay. I don't mind. See, just gives a little interest on the side. And there's the seahorse, and then here is the back. So, oh, got a little lint everywhere. So this little cutie here is available in my Etsy. If you are interested, I will leave the link below. And as you can see, I didn't talk about the closure, but it's just a regular kind of like organza ribbon closure. And I'm always horrible at retying. I feel like when I first tie, it looks so good. And then, you know, of course, you have to untie it and retie it a million times, and then it comes out looking like this. So I'm not the perfect tyer of bows, but at least it keeps the journal shut. So I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And as always, I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.